Today we're looking at the difference between two of the main German words for when. And you'll see them already in these three sentences. One of them is repeated. First of all, we have the word wann in the first question, and then that statement in second position. And then the third sentence contains the word wenn, which is another word for when. Let's look at the difference between them. Firstly, let's say them aloud and then translate them. The first one, wann bekomme ich ein Eis? When am I getting an ice cream? Ich weiß nicht, wann ich ein Eis bekomme. I don't know when I'm getting an ice cream. Du bekommst ein Eis, wenn du brav bist. You'll get an ice cream if or when you're good. I wonder if you can notice the difference already. The first two, the wann, are expressing the idea of when, but in the form of a question. And that's when wann is used. You'll notice the first one is a direct question. That is, there's an actual question mark at the end of the sentence indicating that it's a question which is being asked to somebody. The second one is what we call an indirect question. And that's because, well, the idea of a question is there in the second half of the sentence, but it's contained within a statement. One way of remembering this is that you could say, instead of wann, at what time? At what time is a phrase that indicates a question. In the third sentence, we see wenn in action. And this one can mean when, but it means when either means if or whenever. And both of those have the sort of idea of condition. This thing will happen if this other thing happens, or whenever this other thing happens. It can never be used in a question, but sometimes we do translate it in English just as when. So that's a tricky difference, but now you should understand the conceptual difference between when as a question and when as if or whenever.